Girls don't cry. Do, 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 do. Oh, one of them think he's dying. Oh, 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 oh. Why is this phone going off right now? A new shaft is available. A new shaft is available. Alright. Journey to Ungaro. Journey to Ungaro. Where are we going? Oh, that reminds me. Did I use that toy? I got smart. I went out and I bought a toy. Trying to make life a little bit easier. Now I don't know what it's called. An eye winner. I bet if I don't use it. Come on. Search Calum. There we go. Surviving Calum door.
Hey, how you doing?
Sell off this excess crap that I picked up.
Glad I could help.
Oh, there he is. I walked right past him.
Welcome.
Fly me to Constance
Keep
Digger.
your feet on the ground.
Tell girls don't cry. Ride, daddy, ride. To Ungaro Crater. Home of the dinosaurs. Oh. Milk is good. What is this? Oh, over here. Moving forward. Who's online? Diablo 3. The only guy still playing that game. No, I'm sure there's a huge community of people still play that game. I don't know. I kind of dug it in the beginning for the adventure mode. I don't know, it just feels like the adventure mode. I don't know. It's like World Quest, I'm not a fan. It's a long flight to the bottom if you want to fall and roll. Alrighty. Let's go find Torwa Pathfinder. Learn about the Fair of Lar Corby. The Fair of Lar Corby. Wasn't the name of the Warlock thing? Hearthstone? The Warlock card quest, the discard thing. Something like Larkawi Sacrifice or whatever. Or was it Lokari? Was it Lokari? I don't remember. It's been a minute. I remember that was the only quest card I ever got, so I played the crap out of it. I liked it. It seemed to work pretty well. I'd run that and like random demons. And then when Gul'dan came out, he was one of the ones I got. I got him and I got him out of the packs because I pre-ordered. And then I got Malfurion was the freebie. I don't know, I've never been good with druids. Even though druids are like OP as fuck right now, aren't they? Since they nerfed the shit out of Anduin. Priests are usually OP. Like, I think pretty much every expansion. Priests have had something that's been fucking broken as shit. Everyone whispers of the old god that Thune deck was pretty fucking brutal. And then, I don't remember. No, it was like, in Ruins of Karazhan, it was like, put Barnes and Deathwing in the deck. Played Barnes on turn 4 and then silenced the Deathwing. Once a long time ago, a brother of mine took some meat from one of Lord Corwy's kills. He didn't know it at the time, but Lord Corwy saw him from the forest. Lord Corwy followed my brother for days, destroying everything he touched. My brother, scared, finally decided to run from the crater and leave Lord Corwy behind. Lord Corwy killed him not far from this spot. If you want to provoke Lord Corwy, find a fresh kill of his and take some of the meat from it. Start your search to the west. Stop, Night Elf. I could use the help of a warrior like you. Right outside the camp, there are raptors with deadly claws. I've been using the claws for druid rituals, but it doesn't seem to be working. However, I did notice that some of the raptors sometimes have white claws, when most have deathly black ones. The earth works in strange ways. Maybe you could fetch me some of the white claws, and I'll try one last time.
Watch your back.
The swamps. Hey, look, there's a Threshodon. I don't know where this big-ass Threshodon came from. It's fucking... Oh, hello. How are you? Come on. Come on. All you got. Huh? Huh? Thank you. Alright. This thing's like solid apparently. I want to pick up power crystals already? Alright, well, let's do it. Got a blue one. Oh. You charged me. Thought we were friends, Raptor. Ravensaur runner. I want to take two of them, mommy. Not OP enough for this. Oh god, this battle. Me and my hammer can't handle this. Too many raptors. I'm sorry, I'd like to meet Lord Corwy. Don't kill me. Just die. Hey, and he had a white claw. Cool. Oh, excuse me, that was loud. You're mine, Ravesaur, if I can ever get close enough to charge you. Slam, 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 slam. Damn it, didn't die. Why you no drop the white thingies? I need white thingies. Give me no white thingies. Yo, black claw have an ass. Black claws. Hey. Let's go to this one. I charge you with my bows. Slam. Get up and slam. Now watch me jam. Slam, slam. Hey, get away, claw. I see you, Ravesaur. Ravesaur runner. Charge. Where's your boss? Tell me where your boss is. Oh, that's yours. I see you, Ravisaur. Execute. Didn't drop a claw. I see you, Ravisaur runner. I'm gonna charge you. See me? I'm gonna charge you. Charge! What is it? Colossus. Oh, sorry. Slam. Baby. Alright, we got them all. Woohoo! I'm a winner! Whoa, what the fuck? Hey, you. Carl Stormclaw. You got any of the claws yet? I meant to go. Yeah, fuck that up, guys. Blood petals of Ungaro have a fascinating life cycle. The trees in front of us bear seeds that fall down into the river when they mature. The river's currents then take the seeds north of here, where the seeds hatch, becoming like an egg, and a newborn blood petal emerges. I require these seeds for my studies. Take this net and use it to scoop up the bright orange seeds in the river. We'll have to hunt them down under the river. Under the water. I don't know why I said river. Okay. Do not take my words lightly. If you truly wish to face this creature, then you must be careful and smart. It will take a great deal of strength and insight to draw out Lacorwe and defeat him. This will do nicely. It seems Lacorwe eats well these days, although I wonder where he found a Threshodon in this area. Odd. Regardless, I will hold on to this until you are ready for your confrontation with the beast. Do not worry for my safety. I am sure you've angered Lacorwe enough that he will not kill me until he's tasted your flesh. I'm actually surprised he has not come for you yet, but all is well, for I have a final plan that will bring the monster to us. Being the dominant male gives Lacorwe rights to breed with any female he chooses, and he chooses many of them. You'll find many Ravisaur eggs to the west of here. Get close to them, and you should provoke an attack by his mates. The females produce an awful smell from a gland in their head that allows males to know when they're ready to breed. Bring me 2 of these glands.
May the eternal sun shine upon
Hey, look at that blue. God, those things can be stirred. Like a lot. Alright, that's gone. No longer have to worry about stirring that. Oh, I got 3 in that one. Sweet. So I think it's the last blue one I need. Yeah, you know, all that one blue. I'm a winner. Alright. Let's find some Ravisaur nests so I can kill some ladies. So I can piss off the big man. He thinks he's a big man. Oh shit. You're not a lady. Here comes the lady. Happy lady. Come on, Lacorwe mate. You can do better. Or not. Second life. Leave me now, Ravisaur runner. We ain't got Lacorwe's bitch to back you up. Executed. It's 1 pheromone gland. Alright, let's go find my nest. I'm gonna pull him. Yeah. Come on, Ravisaur runner. That's all you got? Come on, bro. Come on. Get up and slam. Let's jam. Come on. Dang. Comes the big mama. Oh. did, son. Find some of these seeds for Garl. Garl wants seed. Not sure why. Garl's got this weird obsession with seeds. Most people are pretty anti the seeds. That's an adult joke. You'll get it when you're older. Alright. Under the water. There's another one. Seeds. Ah, ha, ha. I don't know what's with the stone guard. Nobody's creeping me out. Have you obtained the seeds? Yes, the seeds will do nicely with the gratitude of the Snarling Circle. Ithis Moonwarden is the Night Elf Druid who indoctrinated me into the Snarling Circle. He has set up camp north of here near the cliffs of the crater's easternmost edge. Follow the flow of the blood petal seeds, and I'll wager you'll find him nearby. My studies are limited only to the seeds and other reagents, but he pursues more advanced matters. If you are curious to learn about the Ungaros flora, you should speak with him now.
Want to see me when I'm angry.
Be careful. Getting close to any nest of eggs surely will provoke the mothers, even if you've already secured a gland from one. The mothers can be just as deadly as Lacorwe himself when they find it to protect their young. But if you are successful, then we shall definitely have a way of bringing Lacorwe out of hiding. Fine specimens. The 2 pieces you found should be perfect for baiting Lacorwe into the open. I cannot wait to see the outcome of your fight with the monster. He is a massive thing, with claws as sharp as the finest blades. You will look into his eyes, and you will know death. This will be the most difficult part, because there is some complexity to the plan. Continue following the river to the north, and look for the bend in the river. It was here I saw Lacorwe last. You will know you are in the right area because of all the bones from the massive creatures that once wandered nearby. Take the meat you recovered and place it there. Then rub this mixture I created on the meat. If both lures mingle together, do not bring Lacorwe to you, then I know of nothing else that will.
Go in peace.
There's one thing Lacorwe likes more than the ladies. More than meat, it's the ladies. Marshal's stand. I created a thermometer to take readings of the temperatures of the volcano, and I'd like to find the hottest lava flows. It gives the measurements in degrees of crackling height. Here, take it, and take the readings of the temperatures of the ridge whenever you see a hot spot. Hot spots usually take the form of a glowing rock pillar jutting out from the ground. You'll find them around the base of Fire Plume Ridge. One trip around the perimeter will likely suffice. The innkeeper's napping.
How are you?
Hey, Holy Annie. Hole Annie? Hey, Hole Annie? Look at that get up on this one. Oh, it's a person. Willadin turns to face you. Ahem. Our recruiter sent you. Good. Let's start out with a bit of honesty. Ungro isn't the perfect nirvana that you may have been promised. You've probably figured that out on the way over here, though. Shall we get to work?
See you later. Good day to you.
Welcome. I'm Willadin Marshall, and my sister and I run this expedition of explorers and scientists. You have a moment. I don't like the look of those elementals on the volcano. We have too much equipment, too many notes. One crazy elemental could strike its way through our camp and do terrible, terrible damage. Show them their new neighbors aren't that to be trifled with, and bring back the ash that they might leave behind. We might as well do a little science while we're at it. What am I looking for? J.D. Coley? Oh, this guy.
Good day.
I'm sure you've noticed them. They're everywhere. What am I talking about? Why, the crystals, of course. The crystals. They're all over the crater. Most people ignore them, but I have a strange feeling they hold power within them. Say, I'm running a little low on crystals I have here. Think you might be able to collect some for me. You'll find the yellow crystals to the northwest. Red to the... Oh, I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Very well then.
Oh, man, I keep burping.
Hi, how are you?
I don't believe we've met. I'm Nolan Tracker, Marshall Expedition's new chief of the guards. I'm also the chef. There's actually more overlap than you'd think. We've got a fun little task for you. You've seen the spike pits around the perimeter of the camp. See if you can convince some of the nearby dinosaurs to walk into them. If you throw this rotten meat at them, then they're not looking. It'll either make them hungry or angry. Either way is fine, as long as they follow you into the pit.
Off and away.
I feel like this is a horrible life choice on my part, but, okay. Oh. Hey, you with the face. Look at my meat. Yeah. I'm gonna die. Ah! Dumbass. Watch as I do it again. Hey, you with the face. Huh. Ah! Dinosaur! Ah! Marshall, Will, and Holly. To a journey to 1,000 leagues below. The land of the lost. One more dinosaur. Come with me now. Come with me now. Whoa, come with me now. I can show you how. Whoa, come with me now. I will take you down. I will take you now. Whoa, come with me now. Show you how. Okay. Next. Oh, there it is.
Can I help you?
Excellent work! Now we're a bit safer from dinosaur attacks, plus I've got all the fresh meat to serve my men.
Be seeing you.
Some gloves. Apparently not. I feel like I'm supposed to measure this thing. The temperature is 564 Fahrenheit. So I'll play a quick game of Dodge the Dinosaurs. Too many dinosaurs. Hey, look, a green crystal. Let's grab it. Oh, come with me now. Alright. Look at all these bones. These bones. The button one. I don't have the bag space, or put out the meat. Rub the meat with dead lady bits. And then we wait. Oh, there he is. Hey, big fella. You almost caught me off guard there, big guy. Yeah, he did. Ah, ha, ha. Grab this green crystal. Oh, wow, the river is actually deep enough for me to have to swim in. A lot of lashes. Hey, look, a box. What's in the box? You find what appears to be a crate of food. Left behind from the camp was abandoned. On the outside of the crate, you can you can make out a stamp that reads "Property of Marshall's Expeditions." Perhaps you can find someone who could use this. Green pepper. Alright. Gotta keep eyes open for them crystals. See? Crystal. Hidden amongst all these damn lashers. Bam! Down with the green ones. Yeah. Just leaves red and yellow. You're over here. Right? Yellow, red. Hey, look, it's that guy. He's hanging out with lashers. Ah, did Garl send you? How are his studies coming? I find that he can be a bit slow at times, and he'll truly a force to be reckoned with when he takes the form of the bear. Now that you're more pressing matters to attend to. You're already familiar with the first phase of the blood petal's life cycle, the waterborne seed. The next phase, however, is not so docile, the pack of juveniles. When blood petals hatch, they quickly form gangs who travel together, offsetting their weakness with overwhelming numbers. These packs of young lashers normally keep to themselves, but upset one of them and you'll upset them all. For our safety and the safety of others, dispose of them. They roam close by, to the west and the north. Let's get 'em, Eddie! Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. You there with the face. Come on. Come at me. Come on. Come at me, man. Come at me. Please. Spin. Hold up. Yeah. I'm gonna go to the agreements I need. I feel like jump around. I murdered them all. I'm a murderer. Popcorn. I remember that I had popcorn in the cupboard. You return victorious. Good, good. Perhaps the crater will now be a bit safer for those who travel through it. Look how strangely plant life reacts to the blood petals in the rolling gardens to the north. The trees are enveloped with more flowers and vines than usual. Large sporous blossoms project themselves from the ground when they once did not. The land is speaking to us. The blood petals are destroying the balance. As my final task, I ask you to visit the swarming adult blood petals and prune their numbers. There's one. Charge! Charge! Star Ruby? I'll be unrated eventually. You are nothing to me, lashes. Plants in which I shall cut down. This was like victory rush into the GC. Well, what do I know? Stunned? Who the fuck do you think you are? Damn. Okay, I'll need one more, so we'll go for this one. Woo! Yeah. Quit knocking me on my ass. Stone Guardian. Random ass mage. Hey, you with the face. The scent of blood petal pollen hangs about your head. This is good. You have earned your reward. High up in the cliffs above me there is a large crystal pylon. Who placed it there I cannot say, nor can I determine any reason that it would be built in such a strange place. Maybe you can make more of it than I can. I personally don't care what it does, so you needn't report back to me, but perhaps one of the scholars in Marshall's stand might be interested in what you discover. Ah! The crystal pylons of Ungaro are a mystery to all. With few inhabitants here, they are a source of legend with such speculation as to their purpose. The pylon seems to be transmitting data somewhere. A closer inspection of the pylon leads you to find a small tablet containing yellow, red, and green crystals arranged in what seems like a specific formation. A large blue circle of crystals is flanked on either side by a smaller circle of yellow crystals, and another of green. You carefully take note of what you see, knowing that someone may be very interested in hearing what you have found. Gonna find it eventually. Gotta go talk to the guy about finally killing the evil dragon. What were our chapters? The Pylons of Ungaro, Observe the World, and the Ballad of Maximilian. And that takes place over 47 quests. It's a lot. It's what, 16 quests per thing, roughly? Do not fear overpower you. Fear is a great betrayer. You must remain strong. The Earth Mother be praised. You've done it. Fair play to you. You have proven to be a great hunter in your own right. Your spirit is strong. Your bravery unmatched, and your strength has been fortified. I bow down to your skill. Only the greatest of my ancestors could have accomplished something so incredible. Congratulations.
Ancestors.
Shotgun. What the shit? Hey, bigger.
Hello.
What have you got there? Oh wow, this is some really old food. Hey, Holony, take a look at this. This night elf brought us some of the old rations that we've had. No, not from Marshall's refuge, from the old base camp. Willadin turns back towards you. I'm not sure I want to peek inside. I'll just give it to Nolan, I guess. He'll know what to do with it.
Have a good one.
Where's Judy? There's Judy.
Hey,
Dun-dun-dun-dun. You were right to bring this pylon to my attention. This is just the sort of thing I've
you
been
have
studying.
a great day now.
Well, that was noticeably informative. What's my mom do? Alright. Reading. Temperature is 122 degrees cracking. There's another one. Oh, there's one. I just walked past it. Oh, hello. How are you, Scorched Elemental? Measure. It's 40 degrees Cardinal height. Can you feel the heat? No, I really can't either. There's one. Let's kill this guy too while we're at it. Hey, Scorpion Elemental. Why can't we be friends? Because you're a super lord and I have to die. Now you're in the crackling height. It's 428,000 degrees. That's crackly. Crackly. The mossy pile.
What's up?
Hey there, Mr. Elemental. Let's be friends. Oh, power cleave you. Power cleave. Hey, bitch. Weren't expecting me to worry, you motherfucker. Officially made a poor life decision. This is gonna hurt. Alright. Oh, excuse me, that was loud. Hey, baby. Man, there's a severe lack of these elementals, man. Come on, homie, that all you got? Come on. Step it up. Oh, it's Tennessee whiskey. Woohoo! Alright, one more elemental. This one. Need to get out of this pit. There he is. I see him. You're mine! Oh. Bro. Alright, back to Marshall Stone.
Good day to you.
Hey there.
You think the volcano's active? I wonder why it didn't explode when the cataclysm hit. I hope that did the trick. I take the ash. This may come in handy sometime down the line. I'm still a bit concerned about these fire elementals. One last request. Head to the top of Fireplume Ridge and kill the one they call Blaze Runner. He's the biggest and strongest of all the fire elementals in the crater. With him gone, I'll be able to sleep much better.
Talk to me.
I'll go there myself, but I'm a little afraid of fire elementals. The results are astounding. My boss will be pleased. Thank you. My good friend Spraggle has been fretting about something for some time now. I'd help her, but as you can see, I'm pretty comfortable right here. Could you check in with her and see what she needs?
Time is money.
What, Rattles at you? You've got to help me. My friend Ringo left earlier to explore the volcano near the north of here, and he has been gone way too long. I'm really worried about him. Do you think you can find him? Why don't you take my canteen with you? If you find Ringo, I'm sure you'll do it. Ringo, sack. Ringo's sack rests on the rock in front of you. You find what appears to be Ringo's belongings. If he left these here, he couldn't have gone far. Maybe you should look for him. Let's keep climbing. From this torment. Let's see if I find a better trinket. Alright, let's go talk to Ringo. This guy is pink flamingo. Ow. Oh, so hot. I was exploring the area when all of a sudden the heat just became unbearable and I must be suffering from heat exhaustion. Please help me get back to my friend Spraggle at Marshall's stand. I think I'm well enough to follow you there. I feel a little out of it, so if you can slap me when I'm feeling woozy. If I do happen to faint again, just splash some water on me from Spraggle's canteen. That should work, I hope. Let's go, fucker. Hit you again. I just lost him. Because it fucking phased for some reason. That's a fine. Go, turd burglar. Slap. 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 And nap time. Did he die?
Yeah, what do you want? Keep it real.
Seriously? It's a little bit annoying. Maybe it bugged out because of the thing. We'll try it again. Let's try this again. Ringo, wake up. Here's the water bottle. Slap. Slap. This fails again, I'm done. You're gonna get Dimitri and food in a second, yo. Slap. There we go.
What's up?
Rio's not the best shape, but I am glad to have him back in one piece. Thank you for finding him.
Princess.
Pats.
What can I do?
At last, Blaze Runner is dispatched. Thanks. He was driving me batty.
You need something?
If you're here to help, then maybe you can help us with a lurking threat. To the south lies the Silithid Scar, a quivering Silithid outpost in the middle of the jungle. You can't miss it. One of my scouts reports that the Silithid are harboring a young colossus in their large central underground chamber, and once it is fully grown, they plan to unleash it upon Ungaro. This must not be allowed to pass, for the colossus incubed it.
See you around.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm interested in making an extra dime. I have gotten enough good authority that some interested parties are paying big money for Silithid legs. Yes, you heard me right, Silithid legs. Apparently these things are delicious if cooked them right. They're like underground lobsters, and live just south of here. Thing is, I'll need a good amount of them to pay my overhead. Think you could get me 8 dozen or so?
Keep it real.
It's a lot of legs. I'm being attacked by pterodactyl. Mommy. Kill stuff on the way down here. Timing your attacks increase, movement speed reduced. Gross. That kills my rage generation. We must go deeper. Deeper. Not this way. Not this way. We must go deeper. Whoa, big fella. Judges people. Yeah, fuck that Colossus. Kind of bullshit that I'm gonna need fucking loot for killing him. Let's get out of this damn hive. The air. I'm free. Ha 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 ha. I'm free as I'll ever be. Let's fuck up some bugs. Execute. For him out the window. Someone's living in the street. Their heartstrings tear and tangle. Imagine at some point it becomes a decent amount. It's too bad for the ability that you're using. That's why I took it over Rend. I didn't see the point of having an extra button to apply a bleed. In this area. Okay, genuine concern that I've actually killed all the bugs in the Terra. One more bug. What's up, little bug? Drop down on him. So many dinosaurs. Oozes. Ah, thunder lizard. Ah, fucking mommy. Okay, the thunder lizard's cool. Thunder lizard's not trying to eat me. Hey, I see a red crystal on that hill. Oh, hello, friendly Gyarados. I guess we'll fight because I wanted that red crystal. I guess we want to have that red crystal, did you? A box. You find what appears to be a piece of research equipment left behind when this camp was abandoned. Chiseled into the side of the device are the words property of Marshall's expeditions. Perhaps you should find someone who could use this. Find a red crystal, find a red crystal. There's one. Bam. Back to camp. I got extra red ones. Green. Ah, fuck, I got burned. What we're missing now is the yellow ones. Oh, that's a Devilsaur. I want to fight the Devilsaur. I'm back, baby.
Hello.
You've completed a remarkable task. You are truly worthy of commendation. Thank you and congratulations. Oh, Lord. Oh. Yes? Well, I'll be. That's Shizzle's old portable dynometer. Where did you find this? I'm surprised it's even still functional, even after all these years. I'll have it delivered to Shizzle promptly.
Have a good one.
Shizzle. My nizzle. Bizzle? Fizzle?
Yo.
I don't know. I need a lot of them because I've got to pay for shipping, handling, marketing, oh, and I've got to pay you as well. Brilliant, we're on the cusp of something big here. Here's your share in the inevitable huge profits, now on to other matters. Here at Marshall's stand, I can't really do much profiteering without arousing suspicion from the scientists. There is, however, another place where I might have use of you. What the fuck is happening?
Time is money, friend.
My business associate, Grumex, has a side camp northwest of here, on the opposite side of the volcano. He's a savvy business mind, has a better eye for profit than even I do. I'm sure he could put you to work, and you'd like to make some
Be
coin.
good.
Alright. I don't know what just happened. You just like rolled in here as a fucking dinosaur and ate a bunch of people. I'm
Time is money, friend.
generally pretty concerned.
Hurry back.
The mossy pile. Hey, you.
Yo.
Very well, if Quixel recommended you, then I suppose you're alright. It's all our years working together. Quixel's never steered me
Have a
wrong.
good one.
Talk to Tara.
Well, sit down.
I'm always looking for a quick way to earn gold. And if you help with our newest idea, I'll let you in a little profit. How does it sound to you? I thought so. We're going to be making some glue. Head to the tar pits north of here and collecting some tar. Not just any tar. Now you'll need to get it from the beasts that live around the tar pits. As a bonus, if you use my tar scraper on their corpses, you'll keep your hands nice and clean. The Lokari tar pits, just north of here, conceal a hidden treasure, rare flowers that grow at the bottom of the pits. These tar blossoms, as they're called, are valued for their beauty and their durability. It's been a while since I last harvested tar blossoms, so there should be new plants growing in the bottom of the pits. Grab some for me. By the way, good luck swimming in tar. It's not like swimming in water.
Welcome,
A
friend.
big part of making money is shamelessness. You have to be willing to profit off of the misfortune of others. It all ends up boiling down to one question. How much do you love money? When Marshall and his crew abandoned their refuge up to the north, they left behind lots of stuff. This stuff isn't rare or even particularly valuable, but it's there if you're willing to take it. His camp is up in the cliffs to the north. Oh, and be on the lookout for whatever it was that made them leave.
Pleasure doing business with ya.
Yo.
I'm making a flying machine. I got stranded here, and I'm absolutely horrible at finding my way around. I'd take a griffin or a windrider back to Gadget Sand, but those beasts just scare me to death. So will you help me? All I have left to do is build its wings, and I'm thinking the webbing scales from the pterodactyls and the screaming reaches of the west would be perfect. There's no way I'm going to go up against one of those, but you look pretty tough. Why don't you give it a try?
Keep it real.
Ugh. Fuck this pterodactyl. Oh. Come on, let's get down. Jump around and get down. Jump up, and get down. Jump around. I'm gonna jump at you, baby. Another day. Another roll. Come on, bro. That's all you got. Execute. Charge! Rock bottom, rock bottom. I'm the master of the high ground. I'm such a master of the high ground that even when I have the low ground, I have the high ground. More. Yeah, losing breaking. I'll rename the ability. What? I feel like I just got boned. Oh, they're gonna drop 6. This one's gonna drop 2. So now that we're done with that shit, that baloney. Go to the tar pits. That's what it was. It was the Lokari tar pits. Yeah. Where am I going? Like, I'm completely lost at this point. Like an Ungoro looks like Ungoro. Kari targets. Hey, look, a yellow crystal. They do exist. See? Attempting to swim in tar. Attempting to fight the tar. Scrape. He doesn't want the flower, man. All 4 crystals. Their powers combined. I am Captain Planet. Hey, there's another one. Go ahead and charge this guy. I have been disarmed. Shit. Punch. Disarmed again. This noise. Apparently the Tar Lords can disarm me. Hey, I landed like right on top of one. He's coming, boy. You little bastard. I've been disarmed again. Let me out. Let me out. This is not a dance. I need air. Thank you for being close enough for me to charge. Alright, try and swim out of this thing. Sick. Alright, 3 more Tar Lords. Been disarmed. Disarmed again. I'm not answering you, telemarketer. Disarmed again. Yeah, well, he's dead, so. Who's the real winner here? one. There's stone guardians all over the place. Oh, hello. Do not disturb the investigation protocol. You will not interfere. Ah, there's two of them. I don't know what I did. I'm sorry. Guardian stone. Do not disturb the investigation protocol. Well, too damn bad. I'm disturbing your investigation protocol. And I don't care about your problems. You will not interfere. Too bad I'm interfering. We just covered this. I'm interfering. God damn. I'm dying. I guess I'm going in the cave. I'm sure this guy's going to attack me as soon as I pick this up. No, more than that. Both of them attack me. Only two of them is worth AoEing unless there's at least three. What's the old rule of thumb? Well, hello. That's the rule. Hard the fuck out of here. Well, there's everybody. Oh, there's JD. What's up, JD?
Hi, you're a tall one.
I just know I'm onto something here. Now I will continue my
Good
experiments.
seeing you.
Thank you all. Nolan!
Hey!
Hey, you want to try my new Dimetrodon's dogs? No? Raptor risotto? Pterodax tacos? Fine. Oh, I just remembered I have a friend nearby that might be able to use your assistance. His name is Spark Nilminer, and he's a Marshall Expedition's chief archaeological officer. He's been sent out to Golaka Hot Springs to the west. You'll likely find him on the spring's
Have
western
a
shore.
great day now. money, friend. Hurry back.
Back to the mossy behind. I haven't completed a single chapter yet. About halfway done. About roughly, approximately. Not a single chapter done. Hot Springs is really the only place we haven't been yet. That's a cool pet. Oh, don't tell me I'm DCing. Alright, there we go. Hey, Tara. You done it again? The super sticky glue will be all the rage. Yes, the Tara's pretty sticky, I guess. I mean, it's sticky, but it's not make fistfuls of money sticky. I guess I have to keep thinking. Hey, I know, we've been looking at the wrong tar creatures. Gramex once told me about a larger than normal tar creature that he ran into. It lurks down in the tar pits far to the east of here, south of Fungal Rock. I'll bet that the bigger creature that gets, the stickier they get. And we'll make some money yet. Don't forget the scraper.
If you ever need anything,
Have you obtained the tar blossoms? I don't see them. Oh, there they are. Great work. Here's some gold. You earned it.
careful out there. What's up?
Find anything good? A bunch of junk. It's a bunch of free junk, and that's all that matters. Well, mostly free. Here's your share.
Hurry
Thanks.
fast.
Talk to me.
Every great vehicle needs a name. I was thinking I'd call it Pwned. Yes, the scales are perfect. I should be able to get the flyer off the ground with these scales for sure.
Glad I could help.
Time is money, friend.
There's plenty of money to be made here in Ungro. You just need to know where to look. Apes may be common here in Ungro, but they're much rarer up north than Everlook. A gorilla hide fetches 10 times what you'd get down here. I'm not going to send you all the way up to Winter Spring. That'd be irresponsible. But I could use your help obtaining some hides. You'll find gorillas at Fungal Rock to the northeast near a waterfall. Don't forget to check
Keep
inside
it
the cave.
real.
Talk to me.
Unfortunately, something's happened to one of my greatest inventions. You've seen mechanical squirrels, yeah? Well, to get a closer look at the apes of Ungro Crater, I created a mechanical ape to blend in with their kind. I call her AME01. She's been studying the local wildlife at Fungal Rock for several months, but she should have returned by now. I fear the worst for her. Did you find her for me?
Good luck.
Alright, I picked up some items. Let's see if they're any good. Nope. That's a shield. Let's go find Gormash, the giant thing. Tar monsters everywhere. A long ass walk. Fungal Rock. This stream is super delayed. Oh, there he is. I have been disarmed. Disarmed again. Forgot to detar him. This stream is way behind. Like minutes behind. see her. AME lies motionless before you. No power seems to be running through her components. Suddenly, robotic gorilla's eyes light up and it begins to speak. Operational capacity, less than 5%. Accidentally punctured oil reservoir. Use coconut milk. Rock. Save AME 01. AME closes her eyes. There's one. Crack the coconut. Alright. AME01 has gone into a power save mode. Pour the coconut milk into what appears to be AME01's oil reservoir. You hear the sound of gears whirring and actuators firing. Greetings! I Unit AME01. New Night Elf. AME's mission to study local gorillas was a success. AME has gathered data for Karna needs. AME01 now returning though. AME has new family now. Here with the gorillas. AME stay. AME01 attaches a small device from her hand and gives it to you. You bring data back to Karna. You tell her what happened. Flame kill. That's nasty. Thanks. Here to take out your matriarch, man. I bet she'd get a really nice pill. Silly monkey. Looking around, you see bits of red fur laying around in the parts of the cave. It appears to match the consistency of gorilla fur. Based on your conversation with Gremex, you know that he would almost certainly be interested in the red gorilla hide if you were to obtain one. Mighty Ucha. Enough yet for my sins. Give up your pelt for me. Must I kill more of them? No, I just need a stomper. Which I think I saw up here. I did see a stomper. outside and hunt it. I'd rather not be trapped in the cave once I finally get it. See, there's one right there. Ooh, chop, chop, chop. I'm here, motherfuckers. What's this? She decided to stay. Fascinating. I'll have to look over her this data and find out why. Thank you again. I really appreciate it.
See you soon.
Hey, how you doing?
You know, the style is in vogue, so you want to try a few different colors. Try to get hides from each different type of gorilla there. Wow, 2 of each color. You're certainly an overachiever. My companions and I could use a person like you around here. You ever consider a career in profiteering? Red fur? What are you waiting for? Go back and get that red gorilla. I'll pay you double. Wow, look at this one. Not just the color, but the size of it. You could cover a torn with this. Here you go. You've earned this. Stick around and we can find something else for you to do. You've done us a number of favors. Now let Gremix do one for you. The attacks on Marshall's refuge were terrible, undoubtedly. They came without warning. Look, no prisoners. They were lucky that so many of them survived. A few weeks ago, I came across a crystal pylon on the cliffs to the northeast of here, east of Marshall's refuge. I think the pylon and the attacks may be related somehow. Maybe you can investigate. I'm sure someone in Marshall's stand will thank you.
Hey, how you
I'm
doing?
counting on you. I'm investing pretty heavily into this Tara's glue scheme, and it'd be a shame if you came back empty-handed. Star is just the stuff. Hey, wait a minute, my hands. I can't seem to get them apart. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. Oh, but wait, super sticky tar remover. That's where the real money
Glad I
is.
could help.
What's those? I'm so lost. Maximilian Northshire.
Need help?
What ho, traveler! You must know that you set foot upon the camp of Maximilian of Northshire. Mayhaps you have heard tales sung of my many exploits. I can see the look in your eyes that you have. The glint of recognition plays upon your visage like the White Lady's reflection over Snorncairn Lake. It is clear to me that you seek an adventure, as you seem able enough, and thoroughly well-intentioned. I would offer to make you my squire. Stay your sword and loosen your cap. Better E. Before we do battle with our blades, I first prepare to insult. Unleash upon your ears.
Alright, I am ready. A squire is the right hand of the knight. As you are already fully aware, hands are especially good at carrying things. Thus, your first duty will be to carry my sundries, knickknacks, and other miscellaneous paraphernalia, while I dispense justice across the land. To lug around such etc. is the job unbefitting of a knight. Understandable. Very good. Secondly, you must know that a knight embraces no tenet more tightly than that of chivalry. He clings to his generosity as tightly as he clings to his lance. His valor shines as brightly as his armor, and while his small sword may be sharp, his manners among allies is soft and courteous. Now tell me, do you give your oath to hold the teachings of chivalry and gallantry? I give you my oath. Ha! Did I not just say... Good. Chivalry and gallantry are the charge of a knight. You seek only to be a squire. The colossal burden of chivalry is unfit for the squire, for as I mentioned before, the only colossal burden that you are to bear is that of my belongings. Yes, sir. Moving on. As chivalry is the way of the knight, and I am a knight, and you must know that my own intentions are indeed valorous. It is true, I fight for my lady Deloria, to proclaim her beauty and majesty across all the lands. Any who question her beauty are without a doubt the most vile enemies and must be brought to justice. As I speak, it occurs to me that I am a failure. We have come quite far in the squiring ceremony, yet I have not yet ascertained whether or not you deserve my charity or my righteous fury. I must know now, do you agree with my lady Deloria, who unquestionably the fairest lady across all of Azeroth? Unquestionably. I'm rather glad to hear that. Congratulations, for you have completed your training. You may now ride beside me into the fray. Yoo-hoo! Alright. Let's, how do I get up? I don't really oh, the rock. Looks like he's up there. I can see him. How do I get up here? Good old Nolan. How is he doing? Hopefully better than I am. You think that being chief digger for the Marshal's expedition means I'd like digging. There might be worse things to do in this world, but none really leap to mind. We're supposed to be digging in Terror Run. Fantastic name, by the way, for dead Stegagons and Dimitrodons. Well, there are plenty of live ones there, too. Will and Hall are still on studying the death trap, so we need those dinosaur bones. Between you and me, though, bringing some from live ones will work out just as well.
Well met.
You please me. For this day forward, you will no longer a simple beggar, but a squire, Lord and Maximilian of Northshire. Prepare yourself for our first sally, good squire. Together we shall plunge our fists elbow deep into the whatever they call adventure. This crater is filled with a malignant breed of dragon. Have you seen them? They wander all about, parading their spiky backs and lizardy faces all around the crater. Don't let them fool you, squire, for these dragons are no minions of graceful Alexstrasza. They are clearly vicious and direly in need of a hero's blade. I have decided that I will slay no less than 15 of them. As my squire, you must come along. Should we become separated, you may meet me back here at the hot springs.
Greetings.
I have a feeling that we may find more than dragons here in the crater. My paladin's instinct tells me that there are maidens nearby that require our aid. While my heart beats only for the Lady Deloria, a damsel in distress cannot be ignored. Let us sally forth, squire. The ladies of Ungro require our aid. I'm not going after Stegagons if I can help it. These things are elites. Well, I'm going to have to fight one. I guess I should fight the dragon. Done. Gizzards. Are you insane? No bones. Need a piece of ham. No, of course he did. And he ignores him and comes right back. Come on, fuck nugget. You wanted to charge it. Where'd you go? Back there for some reason. Damsel by the shore. Look, squire, a young maiden has lost her purse at the sulphurous waters of the Glauca hot spring. Maiden, fear not, I seek only to steady the quiver of thine lower lip. It is your purse that floats upon the waters, so amazingly close, yet so perilously far away. What? Yeah, that's my crate, and I'm not... you know what? Not available? Worry not, for my heart belongs only to Lady Deloria. Though one as fair as you must commend the hearts of many. My squire will retrieve thy purse.
Anaria Shola. Glory to the Sindorai. Shorel Aran.
It's, yeah. Dude's on drugs. Come here, metronome. Oh well, shit happens. Then you die. Hey you, Demetronome, let's be friends. Let's be friends, I'll cut you into pieces. Cut my life into pieces. This seems more or less reasonable. So get shot. Breathing, don't give a fuck I'm bleeding. Die, Demetrodon. There we go. Back to killing dragons. Please don't aggro this Decagon. I need to aggro this Decagon. Not something else. I'll fight the Demetrodons all day. Demetrodons, I do not fear. Decagon, however, I don't like that. Hey, I got a sword again. Actually, kind of. Is that a sword? It says it's an axe. Okay. At first, it looked like a fucking bat. I couldn't see the blade. Run! He's gonna do it. Yep. Some these are from the storm. Oh no, we're not flying. Oh, they're not. Metrodon, one more bow. makes 15 of them, just as his name a day, and that name was Maximilian of Northshire. For Deloria! I went failure right in the fucking mobs. For Deloria! For the king! There's an awful lot of animatrons here. Just trying to avoid them. Trying to make it to the damsel in the cliffs. Whoa. Let's not piss that off. Climb the hill, climb the hill. Hey, there's one actually. Let's check. Lock is with us today. A damsel appears before us, stuck on a crag without hope of escape. Let us save her. Maiden, fear not, for Maximilian of Northshire has arrived to deliver you from your rocky tomb. Oh. Now, cry not as you fall not to your death, but into the waiting arms of my squire. Off you go now. He flung to safety. Before I take my leave, you must be told that it is not my fault that you lay stretched out on the ground, but by the fault of my squire. Nevertheless, you are now freed from the mountain's grip and safe from harm. Marshal Stand lies to the east, I believe. I think he just killed her. Just a thought. I don't know why he's choosing to charge them. I'm not gonna get involved in that. That's just fucked up. Damsel of the North. It appears the adventure has made itself apparent. Look, for as yonder maiden treads innocently through the jungle, a hatchling phoenix stalks her as its prey. Watch as the accursed bird becomes flame and ash as soon as it is slayed. For Deloria! Curiously, the bird does not become flame and ash. A phoenix that does not become flame and ash upon its slaying is a dire omen indeed. If your curiosity gnaws at you, then you may know that your salvation has been delivered by Maximilian of Northshire. I fear I must now depart, you and your ex-phoenix. Light be with you. Our duty is fulfilled, even so it troubles me that today's damsels were less than gracious. Only the fair-haired one by the lake managed to show us any gratitude for our chivalry. Perhaps tomorrow's damsels will be have thankfulness to match their beauty. Now we must ride. More adventure awaits.
What can I do for you?
A moment of seriousness now. We have an important quest ahead of us. The treacherous dragons that plague the valley will not cease their mischief until we destroy their repugnant brood mother. Before we even attempt to complete such a task, we must ask the light for aid. I have seen the light manifest itself nearby in the form of spirits floating by the shores of the Galaka hot springs. Come, I must speak with them and ask them for aid. I feel like I'm doing them backwards. Squire, please stand next to me as I request the blessing of the light-based spirit. Light, give us the strength we need to defeat the vile brood mothers among Monroe. I also ask that you sprinkle wildflowers around the feet of my beautiful Deloria, wherever she may walk. Finally, I entreat you to stop buffeting my squire with punches and kicks. I accept your blessing. Stand next to me as I request the blessing of this light-blessed spirit. Give us the strength that we need to defeat the next spiel. Oh, maybe it was the spiel. I request ye cease venting your hostilities upon my good squire. Might I ask you a question? What act have you committed to make the spirits so angry at you? I'm impressed that you had the patience to sit so still while they pummeled you so violently. Now we may proceed. The teeth and scales of Ungro's greatest dragon await us. Let us reconvene by my camp as friends and fellow heroes to discuss our final and most triumphant quest. Hop up, Pimento! Think whatever you want of me, but they're not going to care if the bones they get from research are from ancient Stegons of the Dimetrodons or the ones that were devoured as wholesale when we tried to set up our camps. I'll just be happy if we get out of here alive. Excellent, that should do the trick. Now, if you'll permit me, in case anyone's listening, thanks for digging all of those bones out of the ground for us and not hurting the native beasts in any way. Whether you really did or didn't, I don't want to know. Let's keep it that way, shall we? Here, maybe this will keep your lips shut on the whole thing. Anything to get me out of here alive, I say. One of the things I hate the most about digging is the fact that half the time all you find is dirt. That's why I've been tinkering with spending most of my time out here tinkering instead of digging. Let me show you what I've invented. The Fossil Finder 3000. I'll just put the finishing touches on it and it works properly. It should find the largest fossils in the area. I know, sweet, huh? Test it out and see if you can find some ridiculously big dinosaur bones. The time we have waited for is upon us. Ungaro's broodmother will have perished at my hands. The gravity of our task weighs heavily on me, but with the power of the light behind us, I guarantee to succeed. Are you ready to depart? We sally forth in search of dragons, despicable broodmother. Follow me, squire. Perhaps you should try hurling them at nearby dragons, or protect us with your throwing. Kicking up rocks. I see the dragon up ahead. She is larger than I had first anticipated. These ghosts is chasing after us, Squire. Do something. Throw rocks at it. I have no plan. Maximilian handed you his shield. Throw out the devil's sword, or dragon. Shield toss worked remarkably well. Quickly hurl my holy shoulder blade. I managed to remove my gloves. You may lob them at our foe. She's too close. The ironclad heel of my armored boot should prove to be quite destructive. Eat my other shoulder plate, vile lizard. I'm out of stuff to throw, Max. Keep half my breastplate, then throw it. Throw it for Delaria. Out of rocks, dude. I'm quickly becoming humiliating and drafty. Hopefully my leg plate shall deal the death blow. Left. Oh, we've already thrown both your boots. All that's left is your sword, bro. Give me your sword, bro. I need your sword, bro. I killed her. The day is saved, huzzah! Today we learned that while armor can be replaced, valor has no price. Because of your key involvement in this task, I hereby graduate you from squire to fledgling knight. No longer do the chains of servitude bind you to me, you are free to serve other masters. Go with honor, young hero. For chivalry, the light, and the beauty of Delaria. Expanded shield looks pretty cool. Of course, I'm gonna have to fight this. I want to fight you. I'm gonna outrun you instead, unless I get stuck on a fucking rock. Enormous diamonds medallion. Let's not piss off the random spirits of the light, huh? Hey, you.
Yo!
Found anything? Did it work? What an interesting femur you've brought here, but why is it so sharp and curvy? Wait a minute, that thing's a talon? A dinosaur with a talon that size must have been, well, really big, that's for sure. Is this the only fossil that can be found here? Hey, wait a minute. This bone has pickaxe marks on it. This isn't yours, are they? No, I recognize this mark. This must be that blasted dwarf. Ugh. Let me step back for a minute and explain that there's another archaeologist south of here named Durin Direshovel. He practices a reckless, devil-may-care brand of archaeology that offends even me. A priceless fossil ruined by sloppy pickwork. This is the last straw, Durin. Smash you hands. Go back Go put an end to Dire Shovel and his negligent excavation.
Glad I could help.
Negligent excavation. Excavation. What is this dwarf? Right there, apparently riding a raptor. Thinks he's fancy because he's riding a raptor. Bad news for you. That was fun. Dug me own grave. Oh, I can read that. Well, then let's read it. Emperor Thrazian. Below is my account of my most recent findings here in Ungro Crater. After the cataclysm hit, I stopped my current project and began sweeping the crater for new potential dig sites. Curiously, the crater wasn't hard hit by the cataclysm, but I did find what appears to be a monstrous mandible peeking out from the ground in Terror Run. It appears to be the ancestor of the dinosaurs that live here. I've spent the last several weeks digging it out, and it has been the most exciting dig yet. By my calculations, the beast must be nearly 300 feet long from tip to tail. That's larger than some of the largest dinosaurs, and far larger than any dino that currently exists here in the crater. This is going to be slow, mainly because I needed to cover up my work behind me. The blasted goblin Nil Miner still has his cronies digging in the area. I mustn't risk any news of this discovery leaking before I send my final results back to Blackrock Mountain. This may be the key piece of information that tells us what the Titans were doing in Ungro. Regards, Durin Dire Shovel. Durin Dire Shovel.
Time is money, friend.
Is the deed done? Did you manage to salvage his notes? I knew it. Durin has been digging around here, and he's been excavating what could be the archaeological find of the century. Now I just have to find out where he's stashing the bones. Thanks, you've been a great help. Durin's research touched on one area that intrigues me, a potential link between the Titans and the dinosaurs. J.D. Coley back at the camp is always talking about Titan this and Crystal that. Maybe she'd be interested. Before you report to her, you might want to check out the Crystal Pylon not far from here. It's just up the cliffs to the west of here. It's got crystals on it, and it always seemed to me like it might have been something to do with the Titans. Gonna fall. I always do. Crystal Pylon of Ungro or the Mastery of All. The few inhabitants here are a source of legend, with much speculation as to their purpose. The pylon seems to be transmitting data somewhere. A closer inspection of these pylons leads to find a small table containing red, blue, and green crystals arranged in what seems like a specific formation. A large red circle of crystals is flanked on either side by smaller circles of blue crystals and another green. Carefully take note of what you see, knowing that someone may be very interested in hearing about what you found. Let's see. The night elf threw us up to the east. That was the west. I'm going to look at the north. I don't think we've been to the south yet. Is there a south? There doesn't appear to be a south. Looking at the map, because you can see the other three are marked. popcorn. My sadness is real. Pretty. It's really green and lush and pretty. And it's nice after spending so long in the desert. That kind of sucks. I'm pretty sure we're going back to the desert after this. Need to go get Silius. A long ass walk, man. There's a hill. There's a hill. There's a hill in Ungaro Crater. There's a pylon. First, the pylons of Ungaro are mystery to all. The few inhabitants here, they are a source of legend, with much speculation as to their purpose. The pylon seems to be transmitting data somewhere. The closer inspection of the pylon leads you to find a small table containing yellow, red, and green crystals arranged in what seems to be a very specific formation. The large yellow crystals of the large yellow circle of crystals is flanked on either side by a smaller circle of red crystals and another green. Carefully take note of what you see, knowing that someone may be very interested in hearing what we found. Go back to JD. JD. Bum, 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 bum.
Interesting.
My name's JD, and I can't tell you much about how I got here, but what I can tell you is this camp is my home now. I spend my time studying the strange crystals that can be found all over the crater. You've seen some of your way over here. Say, did you happen to be getting up? The pylon of the west and a relationship between the Titans and the dinosaurs. This is a lot to take in. I think it might be related to the attacks on Marshall's refuge.
Very good.
Whoa, what is that? As you look into the orb in front of you, you hear a voice. The crystal pylons have been activated. A sufficient number of crystals have been gathered. The prerequisites have been met. You are prepared for the teleport to the Shaper's Terrace. Speak to me when you are ready. You will consult with the Watcher. I'm ready to go to the Shaper's Terrace. It's a Watcher. Nabla. Nablaya? Nablaya. Hello, Nablaya. The Ungaro serves a very specific purpose. It is now time for you to learn that purpose. Who are you? I am Nablaya, apprentice of Kazgaroth, an envoy to Ungaro Crater. I am known as the Watcher. I stand here in the place of my master, who has since left Azeroth. He once stood in this very spot when he shaped many of his creations. What are you doing here? I am observing. It is my charge to watch over Ungaro and to do so from this spot. I am also performing tests and recording the results. These tests allow me to observe that which most interests me. What kind of tests? Sample stimulus response tests. Normally my kind does not interfere with the matters of Azeroth, but here in Ungaro we are free to take a more direct approach. As Ungaro is the experimental grounds of the Titans, it is our right to do so. For example, say Kazgaroth wants to know what happens when one of his creatures is exposed to sulfurous hot springs. He could wait for millennia observing and waiting for the creatures to accidentally stumble and fall in, or he could place the creatures in the water himself. In Ungaro, we may do so. His creations. So you're saying that all the creatures here in the crater are Kazgaroth's creations? Not exactly. In fact, many of the creatures here in the crater existed long before my master arrived, but some did not. Nevertheless, we observed them all without prejudice. Why are you telling me all of this? When the cataclysm struck Azeroth, it disrupted the cloaking mechanism that kept this terrace hidden. At that point, it was only a matter of time until the intelligent races discovered me here. This was a scenario that, quite honestly, we did not foresee. It required us to perform some tests, and you are my test subject. Nablaya, I must ask, did Kazgaroth create me and the rest of my race? I am not authorized to answer that question. I am, however, permitted to offer you a suggestion. Seek out Bran Bronzebeard. He has already learned much of what there is to know about us, and he is teetering on the verge of another discovery. Help him, and he may help you discover the knowledge that you desire. Thank you, Nablaya. I've been watching you. Your arrival was not unforeseen. In fact, your arrival here has been predetermined for some time now. When my master Kazgaroth shaped the world called Azeroth, he designed Ungaro Crater to be an area for experimentation. You might call it the Titan's petri dish. If you seek further knowledge about the methods in which we observe the world, pull the 4 levers behind me and complete my tests. Pull. Okay. I want you to pit the blood petal against one another. Challenge and defeat another blood petal in one-on-one combat. I want you to test the limits of your wings. Use Terra Dash to temporarily increase your flight speed. I want you to speak with the local gorillas. Speak with one each type, gorilla, stomper, thunderer, and learn what they have to teach you. Small problem. Somebody has murdered all of the gorillas. Small problem. Someone has murdered all of the gorillas. All of the gorillas. Hello. Who are you? What do you want with our tribe? What can you teach me, Thunderer? A few of our tribe have harnessed the power of thunder. We use it to defend ourselves against invaders, whether they're human or dinosaur. Our thunder stuns all dinosaurs, you know. I understand. Thank you. Whee! Mablaya, is that you? What can you teach me, Gorilla? Individual strength is important, but tribal strength is much more. Our tribe is only strong as our weakest member. Thank you. Thunder, thunder. Thunder. I feel like I ran into a stomper here at some point. Thunder. So the gorillas know of her. Because that one literally just asked me, he was like, Mablaya, is that you? Oh, excuse me. Gorilla. Amy. Gorilla. Metrodon. I wonder if Amy says anything weird to you. Crash report XX-107 checks to mirror 081 fluid levels dangerously low, mission failure. Never got a chance to see Albans. Where are all the stompers? There are no stompers, only Zool. Thunder. Lots of thunderers. Regular gorilla. Thunder. I wonder what Moolah says. Ulula. Ucha. That was her name. Ucha. What can you teach me, gorilla? Hey, did you hear that one about the warrior? Okay, here it goes. A night elf warrior walks into a cave and starts fighting gorillas. The leader of the gorillas says, hey, why are you doing that? And the night elf warrior says, the goblin told me to. And the gorilla leader says, do you do everything goblins tell you to do? And the night elf warrior says, yes, because I'm stupid and smelly and I walk on 2 legs. Pretty funny, huh? Maybe it needs some work. Oh, it was a stomper. What can you teach me, stomper? The lashers of the self will eat small creatures like frogs and parrots. We the gorillas will eat the lashers, and dinosaurs will eat gorillas. And this is honorable and natural. The humans and orcs also hunt the gorillas, but they take the skins and leave the body to rot. This is why we attack the humans and the orcs. And last but not least, Paul. I want you to test your bite skill on the people first. Okay. That seems like a terrible idea, but we'll do it. Dun 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 dun. You've been bitten. 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 I bite everybody. Haha. You have proved to be both wise and agile. You are my blessing to take the newfound knowledge and spread it as you continue your journey. I got a hammer. Oh, yeah, let's talk to her. She'll send me back. Marshall, Will, and Holly. On a routine destination. What the shit? Not going to the Blasted Lands. I'm not doing all that work to go to the Blasted Lands either.
Hello, man.
What are you doing?
Greetings, man.
This'll work. Saurian Hold in Silithus is one of the biggest druid settlements in Kalimdor, almost as big as Moonglade Mon. Someday maybe Zenilari be heading on over to Saurian Hold, fighting some Twilight's Hammer, healing the land with a Silith Derrit, but Zenilari's master tell him to wait, so Zenilari waits. The easiest way to get there is the path up Ungro Crater's northwestern cliffs. If you got no master, there's nothing keeping you from moving on.
Spirits be with you, man.
I'll do this just for giggles. Let's see. I don't believe that I can fly there from here, but we'll see.
Hey, yeah. I'm glad I could help.
Where you are. Long ass
Glad
flight.
I could help.
8.4 miles. So that, I believe, is the end of Ungro. So, we remove Ungro. List. Kapow. We didn't remove 1,000 Needles or Tanners from the list. That was done with me. So what do we got left? We got Fellwood, Silithus, Winter Spring are all 40 plus zones. And then we go backwards, we have the 35 plus zone, Dust Wallow, 15 plus zone, Ashenvale. Because we lost Dark Shore, we need to do it a second time. And then Blood Mist Isle is also a 10 plus. And of course we have to do the Draenei starting zone. Then we can go do Horde. Love the Horde. Horde are my boys. Horde of the Eastern Kingdoms. We do the Horde of the Eastern Kingdoms, then we'll probably come back around and do Kalimdor Horde side. Or do Eastern Kingdoms Alliance side. I don't know. That's how I feel. Or we might take somebody to Outlands and do some Outland stuff. I gotta do Outlands 4 times.
What is it we gotta do? Hellfire can be done once from each side. Hellfire can be done once from each side. Then Zongermarsh can be done once from each side. Then Tarokar needs to be done twice from each side because you have Scryers and Aldor. Then I feel like that doesn't need to be done that way. I feel like the Scryers quests are going to be the same whether you're Horde or Alliance. Like, because the zones that they're in don't have a Horde or Alliance presence, right? The Outlands. Hellfire Peninsula, there's no presence of them. Zongermarsh, no presence. Tarokar, they're present here in the city. But I think they give you a couple of quests in the Stone Wastes. And that's it, maybe. I don't know. And Shadow Moon. I don't know. I might just be like, okay, the Horde is Scryer based and the Alliance is Aldor based. Because that's what it is. It's like the first half of the zone is Ally Horde. You get Shadow Moon and Wildhammer. And then when you push further into the zone, you look at whether you're Aldor or Scryer. I don't know though. I'll return momentarily. Oh, I can breathe. There's a lot of stuff on here. I have voicemail. Man, this is the longest flight path. Still not there. Alright. Long ass flight path. Really hoping that
Hearthstone's gonna be cooled down by the time I land. Man, this is a long ass flight path. Still got 2.5 hours on that. Let's collect my explosion. Longest flight path ever. Just like the fact that it says it's gonna be an hour till I land. Oh, I got another box of pretties. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Burn, baby, burn. You unlock. Alrighty. Felwood. Moral Saran. Felwood music. Just to freak you out a little bit. The tunnel. I've flown through here in a long time. I'm gonna go over Hyjal or are we gonna go through the tunnel? Duh. I like the forward story. Like the lady that does the experiment and accidentally curses her tiger. Well, curses her kitten and it turns into the tiger. And you got like the forest tree thing. That I would love to see you come back to later. Like if it's in BFA, I don't care. Like, come back to that tree sapling that you did. Winter, spring. We're almost there. We're in winter, spring. Bing. Oh. Battle tag. Request approved. Forgot I did that this morning. Being 100% honest. We're almost there. Oh, living on a prayer, make it, I swear. Almost there. Oh, I massively overdid that. Maybe 10 more seconds. I can see every look. We've landed. Finally. Woohoo. We made it. We made it to Everlook. Town of the Goblins in the frozen north. Now here's an interesting one. It says the report to Quartermaster Lungertz at Netherguard Keep in the Blasted Lands. It's just about as far as you can get from here. It says you're having trouble with horde attacks. I don't know the horde even had an outpost in the Blasted Lands. They tend to worry more about the demons and less about the rivalries down there, as I understand it. You'll have to cross the Great Sea, then travel south from the Swamp of Sorrows.
Have a good one.
Decline. Speed leveling, classic, calendar. Silithus. Ooh. Alright. So this says I should just wait for my Hearthstone to cool down. Which I guess I can do. Or I can go get on the longest flight path in the universe. Oh, it's a demon hunter. Okay. Trying to figure out what the fudge that guy was doing. How long it would take me to get to Iron Forge from here? Probably a really long time.
Hello.
Or no, wait, I'm not. Oh, I'm not that far from a capital. I don't know why I was thinking Iron Forge. Go swing through a bank so we can drop this off. I'm sure there's some other things we can drop off. Speaking of banks, reputation. Exalted with Darnassus. Not high enough to get it back from anybody else. Too bad. Too bad, the Thad. Moving on. Getting close with Stormwind. Nomorgon's not far behind that. Then Iron Forge, Gilnos. Those guys are both tied. The Exeter and the two sheep Hondas. This says 3.5 minutes, so probably landing about the time it cools off. Oh, yeah, Moon Place. Moonblade. Moon Place. Moon Place. Couldn't remember the name of it for like 12 seconds. Dark Shore. The Great Sea. Lutheran Village. I can see it. Pretty sure I said Lutheran Village. I hope I did, because this is going to take forever if I accidentally said Darnassus. Alright, I'm good. Better right here. Parallel, in fact.
The loon be with you.
Merchant doesn't want my small rocks either. Very not interested in your small rocks.
Peace be with you.
I don't have anything in here. Wow.
Good.
I'm kind of underwhelmed by the fact that I have nothing in there. Get rid of this stuff. That serves no purpose. I think the ice cream level's with you. And it's just supposed to be like eternally more powerful than you are. Because it's ice cream.
The Ruined Stone Talon, when I got it, it was only like 5k. That was like a lot more. Shapoof. Alright. So that's where we're gonna end it for now. I don't think we actually changed any gear today. So, there you have it. Another week, another set of pants smashed.